I promise you, this is going to be one webinar like no other. Now, I want to start by thanking my team. In case you guys don't know, this program that you are engaging for free this evening was something that took us about 60 days, if not more, to put together a whole lot of back and forth. And this would not have been possible without a wonderful team that made this happen. So, and I cannot even start, I can't even start this webinar without appreciating all the people that made this happen. So now we have Chikere, who has been anchoring. Chikere, thank you for holding forth. I saw in the chat box someone or some people saying, "Oh, we we enjoyed the music from Asa." So that came from Emmanuel, DJ Emmanuel. Although he's not a DJ, but he's a DJ for the night. So DJ Emmanuel, one of our team members, had to carefully select those songs we're listening to and enjoying. I'm telling you, without him, it would have been a very dry icebreaker this evening. And of course, we have Susan and Andy and Sheyi and so many people at the back end who would not like to come, not like to come outside and be, have the shine. They are very shy. So without further ado, we're going to go into this meeting. And please, before we start, as I am trying to bring up my slides, okay, 1 second. There are some rules that I want us to obey so that we can both enjoy this process. So by the way, I want to confirm, can you guys see my screen? Can anyone confirm if...
we can't see your screen yet. What?
Oh, okay, so let me... Okay, it's loading. Okay, 1 second while we pull that up. Okay, I'm still trying to get this up and running. 1 sec, guys. Okay, so can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Thank you, sure. Okay, so I'm trying to share, the buttons are not. Okay, I think it's back now. Okay, so I think this should work now. So can you guys see my screen now? I need someone to confirm. You can get this stuff.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so let me get the chat box. Is anyone? Yes. Okay, yes. So thank you. Okay, so okay, awesome. So today we are going to be discussing something very amazing, something that took time to prepare and make. At any point, so Chikere, please, you will help me out, or anyone on the team. At any point that people can no longer hear me because I'll be too focused on the training, I might be too passionate, wonder whether people can still hear me. So please always unmute and let me know if they can still hear me or not, so that everyone is on the same.
Please mute yourselves. Please mute yourselves. Coach Richmond, can you hear me?
Okay, hello. Can you hear me now? I think I'm back
Yes,
now.
we can hear you now.
Okay, so how about my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let me share once again. Okay, how about now?
We can see it. Please, can you make it full screen so that
Yes,
people on YouTube can be able to clearly see it?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to be sure, first of all, that everyone is seeing. Okay. Sec. Okay, how about now? Full screen now, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so guys, sorry about the technical glitches. I mean, it happens to the best of us. So let's go back to where we left off. So like I said, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, team. Thank you everyone who took time, to make it for this webinar. And we promise to make it very, very, very worth your while. So if you're looking at my screen, you will see skill to hired. And from that name, it shows from skill to getting hired. So it all starts with a skill. Before you get hired, there's always the question, what's in your hand? So you have to show, something that you can use to exchange for money in the marketplace, and that is skill. So that's how we came up with the brand name Skill to Hired. So without skills, you can't get hired, right? And then today we have Skill to Hired webinar, which is powered by Zuri Team and F-Cube Academy. So in case you're wondering, this is a program that was, like I was saying earlier, I think about 60 to 90 days of groundwork planning this to make sure that it gives the best value once we kick off. This was put together by Zuri and F-Cube, and it's a long-term project. And you guys are like the first beneficiaries of a live webinar like this. And others, thousands others are going to follow every single month as we go ahead. So, and then next slide, we have today's topic is going to be how to monetize your digital skills in today's modern marketplace. I take that again. How to monetize your digital skills in today's modern marketplace. And of course, presenting is Gbenga Richmond. I am a yearly fellow. uh, I don't like to say I'm a freelance millionaire, but I mean, it is what it is. And I only like to say that I made my millions through freelancing. So people make millions through different ways. So maybe the reason why I like to put it there is that if someone asks me tomorrow, how did you make your millions? Or how did you make your first millions? I can proudly say I made it as a freelancer. And for some of you are wondering what freelancing is, don't worry. We're going to go into that in a bit. And then I'm also referred to as the Pathfinder. So there's a lot of confusion going on in Nigeria, in Africa, even around the world. And people are looking for pathfinders. Pathfinders are people, they're like the sacrificial lamb, if you will, who pave the way, who go through a difficult path, beat the path, and then bring as many people as possible to go through that same path. So which is what I will be doing this evening. Okay, so we're going quickly into 5 food for thought for you. Please, as I continue, we're going to be getting into the thick of this program. Make sure that your phones are muted except it's the one you're using to join live. Make sure every distractions from village people, from anywhere around the world, make sure that you remove all distractions. This is a program that you might not have access to ever again. So make sure that you make the best use of this opportunity. Take out all distractions, go somewhere quiet, and make sure that you give 100% attention to today's webinar. So without further ado, let's consider 5 food for thought this evening. Number one, I hope you guys know that there's an ongoing global recession. And just in case you know, the question is, are you aware? And just in case you are aware, the question is, are you prepared? Now, you can see this is 3 in 1. One, many people don't even know that there's a global recession. And in case you're wondering what is a recession is a period globally where money is scarce, where people are being laid off, where, what else can I say? Please, who is drawing on this screen? I beg you favor, stop drawing. So, it's a period where there's lack of job. You have to spend so much before you can get so little. So maybe a bunch of banana is 100 naira or $1 today. When there's a global recession, maybe a bunch of banana is $10. So, and for those who are in Nigeria, we experienced a recession. There was a global recession in 2008, and we in Nigeria and everybody in Africa and all over the world, we felt the pinch. Now, there's a new recession coming. In fact, it has already started. And I think it started right on the heel of the pandemic, but it has started. So the question now is, are you aware? If you're not aware, because you're in this meeting this evening, now you know. Okay, just knowing, knowledge is not enough. If you are aware, are you prepared? Now, for those who were very familiar with 2008 and what went down, a lot of the problems was, how do I earn? What other ways can I earn? Now that I'm sacked from my workplace, now that I no longer have a job, now that this business is not working well, what other ways can I, earn? Can I monetize? So that's always been the issue. So for this first food for thought, as you go home tonight and before you sleep, know that there's a global recession coming. It's not Nigerian or African in nature, it's global. And then if you are aware, or now that you're aware, are you prepared for it? One of the people who are going to survive and maybe even thrive during this global recession that is coming are freelancers, people who can obtain multiple jobs from across different countries, across different niches, across different brands, people who can work with different brands, not work for just one company. If you work for one company and you're fired, that's it. But what if you're working for 5, 10 companies? Even if 3 sacks you, there's still 7 to keep you going. Okay, so I want you to digest this first food for thought before I go into the very second one. Now, the second one is, if the Naira or your local currency continues to fall, will you be a victim or victor? Now, this is a very powerful food for thought. Now, for those who are in Nigeria, you know that the Naira has been going through something called a free fall. Free fall, like free fall. I mean, I don't want to even mention numbers, but free fall. Even if you are not in Nigeria and you are doing trade with Nigeria, or you're in some other parts of Africa, I don't know how much the currencies are falling there, but at least I know of Nigeria, which is my country. And now that the Naira is falling, or maybe if your local currency is also falling, the question is, are you a victim or a victor? Now, I can speak for myself. For me, I would say I'm a victor because I'm on the other side of the divide. Other side meaning earning in dollars. The more the value of the dollar increases, I might not be able to openly rejoice because it's my country and I have to be patriotic. But silently, I'm not exactly sad because every time I work on Upwork or other platforms and then I get paid and I want to change it through my local exchanger, the rates keep going up. Just, I think, 1 hour ago, I did an exchange of $150, and the online exchanger I'm using was doing $630. So it was doing about $630 to $1. Just imagine that. For those who are in Nigeria, you understand what I'm saying. So, and last week when I withdrew, it was $580. And of course, he or she is going to add his own markup. So that means probably the value is nearly 700 or something. So if you are earning in dollars, the point I want to bring out from all of this is that if you find a way to earn in dollars, then even if the Naira or your local currency is falling, you are actually the better off for it. So I'm trying to use this to start expanding your mind to the fact that don't be like the masses. So don't be like the masses where everything that happens affects you. start behaving like the rich, where when something happens and others are complaining and they're saying, what is wrong with these rich people? You should be able to say, there's nothing wrong with us. For example, when I'm in Nigeria, I'm based in Abuja. And for those who know about Abuja, if you're coming from wherever, maybe Central Business District, what's this other one? If you're coming from City Gate and you're going to the airport at night, you will notice something very obvious. You will see that there are street lights everywhere. I think anything from 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. everywhere between City Gate all the way to Airport Junction. Now, when you get to Airport Junction and you look further down, it's thick darkness. But if you turn right into the airport, street light all the way till you board your plane. Now, when I used to, travel by road, or when I would need to go to maybe Guagalada or other places off, off Abuja, I used to complain like a victim, like the victim, like, why can't they put street lights in this thing? Even the University of Abuja permanent site is dark at night, this and that. But the day I started taking flights too, anytime my Uber is taking me to the airport, it gets to that junction and turns. I'm looking at the thick darkness, but it's not affecting me. I want to do a mindset shift for you guys this evening by saying, instead of complaining, some people are 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, and I'm sure they're in this meeting, and all you've been doing is complaining about the street light that is not in Guagalada, or the fact that the roads are bad, or so. Now it's time for you to change the paradigm, change the narrative. What the rich are doing, just do it. And then you will start complaining less. It's easier that way than for the whole country to change before you can start benefiting. Don't wait till the whole country becomes like London. Don't wait till the whole Africa becomes like London before you start enjoying your life. You're not growing any younger. You won't be young forever. So as you're growing, start working smart to make sure that you're in a position where what the rich are enjoying, so-called, you are also a beneficiary. So take this as my, take this as my second food for thought as we go to the third one. So the third food for thought, if you get the chance to relocate today, what will you offer for money in the marketplace? Everywhere I turn now is japa, japa, japa. For those who are not in Nigeria or who are watching from other African countries or from abroad, japa is this syndrome where we are all trying to relocate, right? In Africa. And it's not just a Nigerian thing, all over Africa. But I think because of our population in Nigeria, japa is more prevalent in Nigeria than any other part of the African continent. So everybody wants to japa, relocate. But the question that I've been asking people who I'm close to is, okay, you want to japa because you think there are greener pastures to go for. But what are you going to exchange for money? There are no money, there are no dollars or pounds or euros lying on the street when you get to these countries. As a matter of fact, you are going to suffer, if not more, because in Nigeria now, for example, and most African countries, it's even, you can sleep outside at night, it's not that cold. But imagine you are having to sleep sleep on the streets in London or the US or Canada or maybe Russia. So it's going to be something really, really terrible. So as you are relocating, for those who, no matter what we say, you will still relocate, right? Just ask yourself, when I get to Obodo Ibo, when I get to London, UK, Australia, wherever you're going to, even Afghanistan, what am I going to exchange for money? If I'm going to answer that question for you, you need a skill. I think it's high time we stop this. Permit me to use this, I don't want to say madness. Stop this thing as Africans where we go abroad and wash plates and clean roads and what else do we do? And wash toilets. And not that those particular work is bad, but why is it only us that do it? I want to see white people cleaning. I want to see white people mopping the streets. I want to see them moving waste bins. It shouldn't just be blacks. I was in South Africa in 2019, and I stayed in a white neighborhood in Pretoria, and I was there for 2 weeks. And all through that 2 weeks in that, I think it was Roseville in Pretoria that I stayed. In that Roseville, for the 2 weeks I was there, I didn't see a single Black person who was staying in the apartment, even if it was as a short let or Airbnb. I was the only guy there who came there who didn't come to clean the apartments in Roseville, who didn't come to who didn't come to be a plumber or something there. I was the only person who came there to actually be taken care of. And my host was a white family. They were actually taking good care of me. When I got into the Airbnb apartment, I saw rose, I saw champagne, I saw some very nice stuff. My towels. How many towels can a man use? But I saw about 5 towels rolled in for me to use. It felt good. A Black man should be able to do that for a white man, and a white man for a Black man, and all that. So let's not be at the receiving end every time, where when they're looking for those who do the bottom jobs or bottom stuff, is Africans they're looking for. So when you go abroad, please, you need skills, digital skills that you can. I'm happy now that a lot of product design, I'm very excited at what Zuri is doing. With what Zuri is doing now, a lot of UI UX designers, product designers, coders are actually going abroad now. In fact, one of the first things I was hearing recently is that there's a brain drain of tech guys who are all relocating abroad. I like that. I think that is a better thing than we going there to watch plays and all that. So this is a food for thought for you. If you don't yet have a digital skill, please get one and as fast as possible, right? So let's go to number 4. What do you really want out of life? If you ask me, it's freedom. When you tell people what do they want, they say, oh, I want Bugatti, I want a country house, I want this, I want that. But if you dig deep, what every man and woman wants in life is freedom, particularly financial freedom, freedom to do whatever you like. You can wake up this morning and say, I'm not going to work, and so be it. And I've been able to live that life now since 2018 when I started as a freelancer. And that's like 4 years now, to be 5 years by January next year. I wake up sometimes and I don't feel like working. I wake up sometimes, in fact, because I work from home, I don't even go out most times. So what do you want out of life? If it's financial freedom, then stick with me to the end because I have something interesting for you. And the final food for thought for this evening, today's patient dog's position for mates. When you were growing up as an African, they tell you that the patient dog is the fattest bone. Well, that was then. Now, the patient dogs, they eat meat. They don't want bones again. They want meat. So I want you to be a patient dog. When I say patient dog in this sense, I'm not calling you or me a dog, but I'm saying do whatever it takes. Find one skill, find one way to make money legitimately, and focus on that thing until you succeed. A lot of young people today is product design, tomorrow is copywriting, next tomorrow is UI UX, upper tomorrow is digital marketing, the other one is SEO. All through my training, all through my experience as a freelancer from 2018 to date, all I've always done is copywriting. Well, I started with content writing and then I stepped up to copywriting, but you still see that writing is there. That's not to say that you should not have like 2 skills that are kind of like complementary. But once you start trying to amass 5, 6, 7 skills, you'll just be a jack of all trades and master of none. So the patient dog that I want you to be this evening, I want you to focus on a skill or 2, focus on a platform or 2, and give it all it takes till you succeed. Some people come as freelancers, they try 1 or 2 times, they fail, and they move on. My sister, after I became very comfortable as a freelancer, earning millions, I introduced my sister, my blood sister, to this very freelancing, and it took her a month before she got her first job. What if she gave up the first week or second week or third week? Some students who join our boot camps, they come after 3 weeks and like, oh, I'm not earning yet. How many years did you spend in university before you start earning? So there's a process to everything. That's what I'm trying to say. And you have to be patient for you to be able to obtain. Okay. So today I bring you the screenshot of Coca. Coca was a Zuri's, well, do I say was or is? Well, is or was, I'm sure you get the picture. Coca joined a webinar like you're joining this evening as what? As a Zuri program. he joined. And then an email was sent last year. I think last year we're still testing the mic last year, as in between F Cube and Zuri. So we hadn't gotten deep into creating something that will last like what we've just created now. So we're just testing mic last week. We sent an email. He found out about the email. He joined the webinar like you're joining today. These webinars are not normal webinars, by the way. So he joined the webinar like this. And then we asked for those who wanted to move forward and join the bootcamp. He did. And before you could say Jack, he became the class governor for his set back last year when we were still doing cohort by cohort. And then before long, we hired him. We hired him as, I think, as an intern. From intern, he became head of department. He's no longer with us now because he has moved on. But before he left, I think did he spend 6 months with us? I don't think so. But in 6 months, he has garnered a lot of knowledge, and he earned, as at the time of his leaving, when he shared with me, he had already done $1,000 on Upwork. In fact, I used to envy him somehow because I used to say that he got a job, he got an interview from Upwork. Upwork themselves wanted to interview him for a job. And when he told me about it, I was like, in my 4 years of freelancing, Upwork did not deem it fit to invite me for any job. You that, which day did you did you set up your Upwork account? Upwork was inviting him to take up a project. You understand? So there are opportunities out there, and Coca was a Zuri student, so, and he has made a lot of success, even though he's no longer with FCube, but wherever he is right now, as at the last time that we're discussing a few months ago, he was already up $1,000 plus. And this is some of the screenshots of his beginning days on Upwork. So next is Coach Kinsley's success story. So I am an expert when it comes to Upwork. I can say that to a level. And at a point, I was looking for someone who can be an expert on Fiverr as well, because the more the merrier, right? So I met Kinsley, and Kinsley has done amazing on Fiverr. If you can see my screen, he has done about $37,000 as what? As a graphics designer. He's not a UI, UX, or coding. If you if you open my head and put code inside, I still will not know how to code, right? So thank God copywriting worked for me. So, but this guy also didn't have to be a copywriter. What he used to succeed was simply what's it called? Simply graphics design. The same graphics design that people are ready to offer you in Computer Village, or if you're in Abuja, they offer you at UTC or Area 10 for peanuts. Maybe somebody wants to design a logo, you'll be begging the designer to do it for you for 2,000 naira. And you will be higgling and haggling over 2K. But this guy was able to amass $37,000 is about 20 something million. How can you amass 20 million plus, just doing graphics design? Although he was able to shape up what he's doing, he presented himself as a branding guy, branding expert. So when he gets logos job, if he gets a logo job, he would do the logo job so well, and then ask them that, I'm sure you guys will need the letterhead. I'm sure you guys will need flyers. I'm sure you guys will need this. I'm sure you guys will need that. So a $10 job can end up becoming a $500 gig. If you look at his gigs here, in case you can see it, you will see that $10, $10, $20, $20, $10. They are not big gigs that he's doing on Fiverr, but they add up when you combine it. He will use those $10 as a let me not say trap. He will use the $10 so that the client will not find it too difficult hiring you for $10. It's just $10. I'm sure even if he doesn't do a good job, $10 is not a lot of money. That's how he will lure them in. When they give him that $10 job, he will do it so well. And then we recommend that he does other branding jobs for them. And today, Kinsley is a freelance millionaire, right? So that's that. I'm sure I'm teaching people something as I'm going on from these stories. These stories, I'm not sharing them idly. I'm sharing them so that those who know, those who are very sensitive, can pick gems from what I'm been saying. And so there is me. So before I used to show on my webinars, I used to show my Fiverr. I started on Fiverr, and my first job was a $5 gig back in 2018, February. From that $5, now you can see 50K plus. I think I did $1,500 on Fiverr. I was doing an average of $500 on Fiverr before I moved on after 3 months of doing roughly $500 per month. I moved on to Upwork and I've never looked back. On my Fiverr, the account is still active, but I paused it. I was reading a LinkedIn post yesterday. Is it yesterday or the first day? And some people were proudly saying that they have deleted their Fiverr accounts. And I was just wondering. So as you delete it now, how are you richer? Why did you delete? I tried applying for jobs. Nobody is sending me a message. And so I deleted it. Really? Me that I haven't been on Fiverr now for 3 years now. I still did not delete it. I only post my gigs. For those who know about Fiverr, there's something called posting gigs. I only just post my gigs on Fiverr. I did not delete them. So tomorrow I can go there. And the reason why I post it is that initially I left it. So I'll just wake up and see somebody hiring me to do a job that maybe I'm too busy to get on, or maybe the price is too low. But when I started, there was no low price. $5 was a lot of money for me. So, but today I've done 50K plus, as you can see the profile, and it didn't start overnight. Sometimes when I share these profiles, I try to be careful to quickly explain that I did not start on Upwork and just boom, 50K. Because some people misconstrue. When you show them results, it's to inspire you, not to make you feel like freelancing is what do I want to call it? I wanted to say freelancing is Yahoo, but even Yahoo takes process, right? So freelancing takes work. You have to put in the work. I'll be lying to you if I tell you that you will just make 50K lying down. You have to put in the work. After we have motivated and inspired you, you'll be inspiring yourself. For Bible people in this class, you see, there was a time David had to encourage himself, right? So you have to inspire yourself. When there is no webinar, when your questions are not being answered, you have to inspire yourself to success. Because when you succeed and you start earning in dollars, by the way, ever since we have about going to 200 people that have joined our boot camps and have been able to get hired on especially Upwork. They've gotten hired on Upwork. I'm not one person, and I want you to quote me anyway so that somebody can come and say I lied. Not one person out of the 200 people who are earning currently on Upwork has come one day and say, oh, sir, I know how much I paid for this program. Now I'm earning 10 times, 30 times, 50 times. And so therefore, please take this 2K for the church card. Nobody, not one. In fact, my sister, I had to jokingly, she visited me in Abuja one day. And I was like, all the millions you've been packing this Upwork. You've not even deemed it fit to buy me something, like do something that even me, I'll be like, you thought of me for introducing you and coaching you to be a successful freelancer. And she laughed and laughed. Maybe after that, she started sending me chocolates. And so she said, you don't need money now. Who doesn't need money? Even Bonner Boy said, Dangote is still looking for money. So how much have I made? And most of this money I've spent it anyway. So my point is, there's a process to this. It started with a $5 job that went to a $10 job, that went to a $20 job to $50. Right now, today, I don't even, if I say $100 job, I won't touch it. I'm looking for long-term jobs now. And that's not how I started. All right? So just take that in. So then let's talk about the top 5 skills. The top 5 skills to monetize in 2022. I told you this program is Skill to Hired, and we have a website. We are so serious. This is not just a webinar. Skill to Hired is not a webinar. It's a project. It's an African-wide project, and I'm sure many African people are represented in this meeting. And I tell you, I kid you not, 5 years, 10 years down the line, we'll keep doing this every month until as many people as possible are monetizing on several platforms, in the marketplace. So what are the top 5 skills? So skill to hired, it starts with skill before you get hired. Nobody's going to give you money if you're not exchanging with skill. So what are the top 5 skills to monetize in 2022? Let's take a look at it together. When I say top 5, if the skill you're interested in is not in this 5, it doesn't mean anything. No. The person who introduced freelancing to me or Fiverr to me was an audio producer, or is into audio production. Audio production is this, how do I describe it now? Okay, maybe you do an audio and then there's background noise. He can help you clean it up. He can help you add some razzmatazz to it. Something that is not that every day. And the guy was able to build a house and buy 2 cars in just 1 year. That was his own was not even a webinar. Maybe we are doing webinar for you now. His own was not a webinar. His own was an article I read, and today I'm here. You now, you are even, is more than an article. This is a webinar. This is a life-changing webinar for many people. And I must point it out that not everybody in this webinar is going to succeed, even after they finish watching this. And it's not like I'm cursing anybody. It's just the reality. It's only the few that will apply themselves that will be able to say, oh, I came to Coach Richmond's webinar powered by, Zuri plus F Cube, and today I'm here. So just be that one person. So don't worry about the rest of the crowd. Just be that one person. I might be here this evening for just 2 people. Just make sure that you take whatever you're hearing here and run with it. That this time next year, you're actually beginning to earn and monetize with your digital skills. So the first skill, well, it's copywriting. Don't mind me. I'm a copywriter, so I'm proud. So maybe if copywriting is the first thing you're seeing here, well, yes, copywriting. Copywriting is the number one skill you should. Well, not number one skill, is one of the 5 skills that you should pay attention to in 2022 and beyond. And why copywriting is especially important is that even if you're a product designer, even if you're a coder, even if you're a web developer, you still need English. If I'm allowed to say that, you still need English to convince the clients to hire you. You still need English, and not just English. You still need copywriting. Copywriting is using written words to sell. In Nigeria, we say sell your market. Copywriting is using the written word to sell your market, right? So it's a skill that you need, even if you are not a copywriter. So copywriting is a skill that I think every freelancer needs, even if you're not a copywriter, because eventually product design, web developer, UI, UXer, virtual assistant, social media manager, whatever it is you are, you will still use words to convince people to what? To buy your market. Okay, so second in line is graphics design using Canva. So when people hear graphics design, they're like, I don't know how to design, I don't know how to mix colors. But thanks to Canva, Canva has millions of templates that with a little training, which we offer at the bootcamp, you are able to use the templates and provide something very beautiful. To start with, this amazing, I don't know, but I think the slide we had before this one was designed entirely using Canva. This design for this slide was done last week. I haven't asked our designer, our brand guy, what he used, but maybe it's Canva, I don't know. But the graphics guys here will be able to tell. So, but Canva is now a tool that is in high demand to design anything from flyers to logos to brochures to whatever. And you can get paid $10, $20, $50, and they all add up eventually. So number 3 skill is social media management. Everybody is now taking social media seriously. Big brands, Coca-Cola, Apple, whatever, they are all taking social media seriously. They all have social media accounts, and they're looking for people who will manage these accounts for them. When I mean manage, who will be able to post for them maybe 3 times a week, engage their audience, sell to their audience and everything. Another one is affiliate marketing, which I'm sure everybody here, there's a whole lot of noise about it in Nigeria and Africa. I don't need to talk too much. You can help another person. Maybe somebody has a digital product, or even maybe a physical product that you like. You can help promote it, and then you get a cut from the action. And then there's web design using WordPress. So for coders in the house, since this is a Zuri meeting, everybody here is Zuri. So I know some Zuri guys will be saying, oh God, don't say this one. For coders in the house and programmers, it's good that you are designing with programming, but most of the clients on Upwork right now, let me speak for Upwork since I'm very current there, they are looking for websites that are designed using WordPress, and I will tell you why. WordPress allows for them to still be able to go to the back end and edit content. Our website, the current website we have right now, the person the developer that did it, he designed it from scratch with code. Now the challenge we are having now is that every little thing I want to do on that website, I have to go and call this guy. Bro, please, I want to change this. Bro, please, I want to do that. And it's getting on my nerves because I'm like, if this guy just simply, also the website is beautiful, but I'm like, if this guy simply just designed this thing with WordPress, JJ, I'm sure I can go to the WordPress backend and get stuff done, right? Myself. So clients don't want to hold on to a developer forever and keep paying them every time. So they prefer their websites designed using WordPress so that you can just give them some little tutorial on how to change basic things on the back end so that they don't have to call you every time they need stuff done. Those who want to pick something else, pick. So we move. The top 3 platforms to position as a freelancer, one is Fiverr. Of course, I've been talking about Fiverr all evening. Another one is Upwork. Of course, Upwork is my favorite. Now, there's this dichotomy. There's this debate between Fiverr and Upwork. Some students ask me, which is better? Is it Fiverr? Is it Upwork? Which one should I start with? Should I start with Fiverr and then move on to Upwork? Should I start with Upwork and move on to Fiverr? The only thing I'm going to tell you is, well, if I'm going to confess to you, Upwork is probably better than Fiverr, probably better. It's not as saturated as Fiverr. And then it's easier for you to bid for jobs on Upwork professionally. And you'll meet big brands on Upwork. You meet long-term clients. By the time you see 5 long-term clients on Upwork, maybe it's only one client you're seeing on Fiverr. And maybe the reason is in the name. Yoruba people, sorry. Yoruba people will say, because I'm Yoruba, my name is Gbenga, right? So Yoruba people will say, Orukolonroni. Fiverr was derived from the word 5. So Americans will say, how much does this cost? It's just a Fiverr. It's a Fiverr. So if they say it's a Fiverr, what means that it's $5, right? So now for this $5 that we're talking about, it's a Fiverr, right? Mm-hmm. So because of that, most of these Fiverr clients sometimes can be stingy. Everything they want to do is $5. They want to do it Fiverr. You want to build website, they'll be trying you with Fiverr. Not exactly, because like I said, you can see Kinsley has done millions there, but they're more stingy. People who are looking for cheap labor, they come to Fiverr. Fiverr is a place to start, try your hands, but Upwork is a more professional platform, to be. Take it from me. And if you don't believe, well, stick to what you believe. Yeah. So, and the third one is LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is how do I explain it? LinkedIn is a site that people are commonizing too much. People think that LinkedIn is a place where you just post your CV, online CV, because people hear that, okay, when people want to hire, after the interview, they check you out on LinkedIn. Some people don't even know that clients now, or employers, before they employ you now in any serious organization now, they check you out on LinkedIn. And I can bet that there are people in this meeting who doesn't even have a LinkedIn account. So you have not even started. So you need to get a LinkedIn account. You need to get it professionally done. Those are the basics. You might not find me very active on Facebook and Twitter and all that, but if you go to my LinkedIn page, you see that I did some smart in there. And I am planning to do even much more next month to make it sizzle, right? And that's because LinkedIn is a place where you can get hired long-term. LinkedIn is beginning to compete with Upwork now because all the clients on Upwork that hire you, they have LinkedIn accounts and they're very active there. How about that? So that's that for that. So we move. So let me explain freelancing for those who might not know what freelancing is or who are still guessing what freelancing is. So freelancing is when you use your online skills. So look at the keywords. You can freelance with physical skills like driving, like being a welder. But for the sake of this webinar, let's stick to online because online is, I did a post on Facebook recently. I said, money has relocated or money has jackpot. And where has money jackpot to? It has jackpot online. That's why tech guys now, they are so proud everywhere. If I ever meet, I want to be a tech guy. Although everybody's doing tech. I'm a coder. So online is it now. So freelancing is when you use your online skills and experience to work with multiple clients and take on various tasks without committing to a single employer. Let me take out the keywords. First keyword, online skills. So you can be a freelancer doing physical stuff like Uber drivers and boat drivers, they're freelancers, but it's too physical for me. So are you saying if I travel from Abuja to where now? Where? If I travel from Abuja, I don't know whether Uber is now in Ekiti, for example. So if I travel to Ekiti now, so I cannot freelance again because I don't think Uber is in Ekiti. In case it's there, forgive me, but I don't think I've not heard that Uber or Bolt is in Ekiti. For example, I don't think Uber or Bolt is in Kogi, and I'm from Kogi State, so at least I can probably use that. I've not heard that Uber or Bolt is in. So are you saying if I go to Kogi now, that's the end of my freelancing? So, but if it is online, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Anywhere you are in the world, you can apply your copywriting skills, your coding skills, your web development skills. So online is the first thing from this definition. The next thing is multiple clients. My brother, my sister, if you're in this meeting and you're still thinking of, you want to get a good, what's that in our parents call it, good paying job, or you want to work with Flutterwave, you want to work with Paystack, and that's all you are focusing on. I even had Flutterwave hire 200 people. I don't know how true it is. 200 people just last week or last 2 weeks. If that's all you're looking at, the same way they hire 200 people, anything can happen tomorrow and they fire 200 people. You need to move on from all this one man, one company stuff to multiple clients. So my sister in January got a gig with a major client, which was supposed to be long-term, but things didn't work out. By March, they let her go. What if that was the only brand, only gig she had? Then that's all. But she had 3 other long-term. So when one left, there was still 3 others that she could do. So the better thing to do now as a tech-minded person, mind you, you don't have to be, how do I put this now? You don't have to be a tech guy to be tech-minded. I hope I'm making sense. You don't have to be a tech guy. You don't have to be a coder to be tech-minded. Everything is going tech now, technology. If that makes better sense. Technology. Anything you are doing that you cannot offer that skill to somebody in Asia, to somebody in Cambodia, to somebody in Bali, you've not started. Because the world now is going global. And if I decide now I want to travel to Pakistan, I'm not bothered, because I'm like, if I get there, I'm sure there'll be brands in Pakistan I can write for. So position yourself into that. So multiple clients. And then another thing is take on various tasks. So as a copywriter, sometimes I'm doing web content writing for some clients. For other clients, I'm doing landing pages for them. For some other clients, I'm doing email copy for them. For some other clients, I'm doing product description for them. I'm doing so many things at the same time, right? And I tell you, I kid you not, that's how to be versatile. So if you're a coder, I'm sure there are different aspects of coding you can explore. So do various tasks, and then you are not committing to a single employer. See, in this world we are in now, we should be the one firing our bosses. We should be the one firing our employers. We should be the one firing our clients. Get so good, get so optimized in your skill to the point where if anybody is asking, if anybody, I have a developer. The guy that developed my website actually was delaying my website. It took a while before the FQ website was done. Every time I reach out to him, oh, sorry, sir. And then he will say, I will do it. After like 3-4 weeks, do you know what he told me? And this guy is just 17 or 18 years old. He told old papa like me that, sir, the way you are just bugging with this website, something. Actually, I just took it because of our past business relationship, that he has other bigger gigs in his hands that, looking back, maybe he shouldn't have taken my work. And you can imagine that I'm not paying him cheaply, but he still felt, because me now, I'm Nigerian, I'm paying him Naira. And I think he had some clients that were paying him dollars. So he was trying to tell me that, okay, this is why you're just hassling me. If not for relationship, and if not because I didn't know I'm going to get this busy, I would not have taken the job. He was indirectly calling my job a small job. And he's a 17-year-old guy. He's still in school. So that is where I want you to get to. When he was doing it to me, instead of me to get angry, I was smiling, because me to have done it to others. Somebody's coming and saying, do this copy. I say, I beg you, this copy, can you pay $100? The guy is saying, I'll pay 100. And then maybe I'm still dragging. And it's like, how are you dragging? I say, not that I do that all the time, but sometimes, especially when, anyway, story from another day. Let's go. So what are the main tools of your freelance trade? As a farmer, I'm sure everybody here are mostly African. As an African farmer, I'm sure you know all the tools you need to take to the farm. If I come to your house and I tell you I want to work on your farm, and I'm wearing a 3-piece suit, maybe from Armani, and I'm wearing Gucci perfume, and I'm carrying Amada bags, I'm sure you're going to, or carrying Prada bags, by the way, I'm sure you're going to wonder what kind of a farmer I am. So if you are going to be calling yourself a freelancer, these are the tools to start. If you don't have them, start trying to have them. One, you need a smartphone or laptop. Many students ask me, sir, I don't have a laptop, all I have is a smartphone. Can I be a freelancer if all I have is a smartphone? And my answer is always yes, but don't stop there. You can start as a freelancer with your smartphone, but ideally, you need a laptop. You need a laptop. That's why in this country where they are targeting people with laptops, I'm not denying the fact that many people who carry laptops are Yahoo boys. I'm not denying that fact. But not everybody carrying laptop is a Yahoo boy. So in a country where the government is supposed to be encouraging young people putting laptops in their hands so that they can export their talents abroad and bring foreign exchange into the country, when they see you with a laptop, they tag you as a Yahoo, right? So, but then, even with your smartphone, you can start as a freelancer. As soon as you make enough money, get a laptop. Even if it's a fairly used, even if it's a mini laptop, whatever the name is called, just get a laptop, but you can start with a smartphone. I won't say more than that because of time. So then, of course, you need internet connection. And then you need a workspace. When I talk about workspace, when I started out, my so-called work, I was in the room. I just cordoned off a section of my room, and that's what I was using for. I just put a plastic chair and table, and that was my workspace. Today, I have a separate room where I work from, right? But that's not how I started. You need a LinkedIn account. I think I've already mentioned that. Please get a LinkedIn account. Just get it, you know. You need something called a pioneer account. So for most people in Africa, PayPal is not optimized. You can send money out, but you cannot receive money with PayPal. So Pioneer is your best bet. Get a Pioneer account. So, of course, get a Fiverr account, get an Upwork account. And please, when you get a Fiverr or Upwork account and you're not making money for a while, don't be like those people that will now say, hey, they'll be proudly coming on Twitter, I've just deleted, as if it's a prize. There's a prize to win. I just deleted my Fiverr account. I just deleted as if somebody will put dollars. That account, next time when you now find out that Fiverr is the hot thing and you want to get in, maybe they won't even let you in again. So any account you have, please don't delete it, I beg you, whether you're earning or not. Okay, so guys, give me 1 second. Let me take a water break. All right. So now we have gotten to where we're going. What is the easiest and smartest business to start with 50,000 in 2022? 50,000 used to be $100. Now 50,000 is what? Maybe $80, maybe $70, depending on what the exchange rate is. All right. The easiest and smartest business to start with 50K in 2022. Okay, so far, guys, let me appreciate you guys. I can see about 246 people live on YouTube and about 277. If you combine it, that's more than 500, if I'm not mistaken. Let's say roughly 500 people. You stayed to this point. My team has asked me to announce to you that there are recharge cards to win at the end. So if you stick with us to the end, but by the way, whether there's a recharge card or not, if what I'm saying is making sense and you have stayed to this point, of course, you should stay to the end. But I've been told to announce to you, there are loads of recharge cards to win. And I've been told to also apologize if you are not in Nigeria, because most of the, if not all the recharge cards are for people in Nigeria. There's no way for us to get Vodafone and Orange, and maybe we'll do that in subsequent webinars. And by the way, if you join this webinar this month, watch out for the webinar next month. When you receive our email or we send you a text message, join the one for next month. Even why? Because every month we'll be discussing something different and new. So what we're going to be discussing next month is different. I'm already thinking of talking about proposals, how to write a proposal to win jobs on Upwork. I've not discussed with the team. I'm going to bring a hot topic again next month. So every month, don't say, oh, I've attended the webinar. Every month is going to be different until we get tired. Hopefully we don't. So the easiest and smartest business to start with in 2022 definitely has to be an online business. So if you're in 2022 and you have little funds, the best thing to do is to have something called an online business. And that leads to my special offer to you this evening. It's called my 10x hard. Yeah, let me stretch. My 10x hard to resist offer. It's an offer that by the time you finish listening to it, it would be difficult to say no. So let's refer. I hope, let me try to get to, I hope I have it open. So I'm going to go right to, where is it now? Okay, so by the way, this is our, for those who just want to know, this is our brand new, beautiful, isn't this website beautiful? This is our website, right? This is our website. Can you guys see my website, by the way? Can you, well, not mine. Can you guys see this skill to hire website? I need to be sure. Okay, yes, I can see that you guys are seeing it. I'm seeing it on YouTube. So this is the skill to hire. It's just skill, then there's to hire.com. So this is what we have. Very beautiful, well done. We had to hire some UI UX guys and some web developers to do this. So you can go to it at your leisure. Now, when you get to the website and you click register now or whatever, it takes you to this page. So let me just go direct to the page. So it takes you to this page on Seller. There's a platform called Seller for those who know. It takes you to this page. So now when you get to this page, let me tell you what my offer is about. So we have a bootcamp. It's called Skill to Hire Freelance Bootcamp, brought to you by Zuri and FCube Academy. We sat together and we're like, what is the best thing we can bring to you guys so that we will stick with you like village people until you succeed. If there's anything like that, I'm just joking. So now in this bootcamp, if you look at the price, it was once 100,000. So because of the global recession or whatever, we reduced it to 50K. I think the 2,000 is for that. So, but let's take a look at the features. In section 1, I have videos that I have done and made. They're pre-recorded. That's going to teach you everything about copywriting. So it says, learn copywriting from Coach Richmond, who has made 30 million plus as a copywriter on Upwork. This is my profile once again. Now, we'll teach you. Some people ask me after this that, and the bootcamp is for 6 weeks, by the way. We recommend 6 weeks. You can go at your pace. You can do it in 4 weeks if you like. You can do it in 8 weeks. So we are not going to force everybody into one timetable. We know that people might be onto different projects, doing different things at different times. So we don't want to stress you. Just go at your own pace. They say success is personal. Success is not a group thing. Go at your pace. You might have some other projects you're doing. So, but we recommend for you to finish it in 6 weeks. The whole bootcamp can be finished in 6 weeks. We have students who have finished it in 4 weeks. We have students who took 8 weeks. Just go at your own pace, no pressure. So now, for the copywriting school, you learn copywriting from me. Section 2, there's design school. In design school, you learn graphics design using Canva. You know, my brother-in-law signed up for this program in January, I think, and he was the president of the men's fellowship of their church. After just the 6 weeks program, they sacked, they fired the graphics designer in the church. So he was the one now that started designing flyers. So we caused a lot of trouble in that church. So they fired him and say, so now Canva, they use, they design this thing, all this way, called the bobos. Sorry for the vernacular. So the men's president started designing flyers for the church. So I don't know what you're going to do with your own knowledge, by the way. So learn graphic design using Canva from Coach Kinsley, who has made 20 million plus as a graphic designer. I already spoke about him. The third thing you will learn in this boot camp is social media school, where you will learn social media management. I told you about brands who are looking for social media managers. We'll teach you how to be a social media manager. And you're learning that from Coach Martins, who has handled same for several high-profile brands. By the way, if you like the slides that we have been running since, set up your freelance business like a pro on Fiverr. Okay, I've gone past that. Set up a freelance business like a pro on Upwork. I've gone past that. Then Upwork activation video. We have something called Upwork activation video that gets your Upwork account approved within minutes. So a lot of people have tried to get their Upwork profile approved, and it's difficult, but the bootcamp is a piece of cake. We give you a video, you watch, and then you're able to set up your account. And some people charge 10,000 to do that. In fact, we used to charge 10,000 for activation, until we started making it free for our students. So then we have bonus 2, Pioneer account like a pro. So I mentioned Pioneer account earlier, and I'm sure some people might be typing and asking questions. Okay, by the way, if you have a question, please type your question, whether you're on YouTube chats or you are on Zoom. Type your questions out. my team will read it out at the end. We'll try to answer all the questions tonight before we go. Okay, so back to where I was. So Pioneer activation in the video, in the slides earlier, I told you that you need a Pioneer account so that the money you're making from Fiverr on Upwork, you can send it to your Pioneer account. And then from your Pioneer account, you can send it to your local bank. And Pioneer is something that you can open for free, but it's difficult sometimes. So we have a video that will help you do that. Bonus 3 is Grammarly Premium Access for copywriting students. So if you are coming, okay, by the way, you're going to learn 3 skills if you join the bootcamp. You're learning copywriting, you're learning graphics design, you're learning social media management. And for the copywriting students who will be part of the bootcamp, we're going to give you Grammarly Premium Access for you to be able to check for plagiarism, for you to be able to edit your documents before you send it out to your clients. So then there's bonus 4, Canva Pro Access for design school students. So in the design school, we're going to be teaching you graphic design using Canva. And then we'll give you access to Canva Pro as well, so that you can have access. You can use the Canva Pro, have access to the millions of templates that you can use for class and then for your clients. So then access our high premium 30 days get hired challenge on Upwork. So I have done the hard work. It was very hard. I was able to look at between 2018, when I started on Upwork, maybe later in August, till today, what are the things I did that took me from a zero or from $5 to $50K? So I put them in 30 different tips that will be given to you 1 tip a day for 30 days. So after your bootcamp, we do something called a 30 days get hired challenge, where 1 day, 1 tip, you apply it, and then before the 30 days, hopefully you're able to apply it well, and then you get a gig. So then bonus 6, we have access Upwork proposal template video. We have an Upwork template. Some people are on Upwork and not getting gigs because their proposals are not on point. So we have a proposal template that you can use that can change the game for you, where people start interviewing you, people start replying your job posts, your response to job posts and all that. So we have the one we use for our students. Then we have the one from one of our past students, Xavier Bob, who he was able to use that template, created a better one, and he did a 2-hour video on that. They're all there in the bootcamp. And then recently, I've not even told my team this, last week, was it last week or a few days ago, I found a proposer that is even going to do better. So there are 3 proposals template that we're going to make available to you that you can use to get jobs. The whole essence of being a freelancer or optimizing your digital skills is to giving you that leg in. Although if the proposal gets you in and you're interviewed, you must know your craft. So proposals are not going to do the magic. What is going to do the magic is that when the client is telling you, okay, can you do this? Can you design this? Can you write this? Can you do that? Can you develop that? You need to know your craft, right? At the end of the day, but at least a good proposal will get you interviews. A good proposal will get you hired. But a good proposal cannot get the job done. So I think I need to stress this. When you get the job, you need to perform, because they will rate you. If you get a 2-star, if you get a 1-star, if you get a lot of complaints, clients will start running away from you. So it's not all about proposal, because some people are like, give me a proposal that will get me a job. If you get the job, you must perform. You must do, in fact, not just perform, you must outperform. You must do a jobs. One good review from Upwork or Fiverr can get you jobs upon jobs upon jobs until you're tired. So these are tips, that I just thought to share here. And then enjoy 90 days post bootcamp expert support. So the bootcamp are pre-recorded videos that you watch. They are hosted on Seller. As you watch them, we have a community on Slack for all paid students. So once you pay, immediately you pay online, you are redirected to that Slack community, and everyone, the full team is there to answer all your questions. You watch a video, there's something you don't understand, just come to Slack. Ask us. Today, I think I responded to somebody today on the Slack community. One of the paid students asked a question while even preparing for this webinar. I had to pause and quickly answer him. So we are there waiting for your questions. So some people might ask, okay, what are the process for this thing? I don't know if you can. Can you guys still hear me? I guess you can. Okay. So it's 100% online. Okay, somebody's raising their hands. So it's 100% online. So you don't have to travel anywhere for you to be part of this program. You learn with other like-minded freelance students. Freelancing is better done in a community where the challenge you have, somebody already has solved it and you guys can communicate and help each other than you going it alone. When I started in 2018, I was going it mostly alone, but you are able to do it with the help of your team members. They will give you compliance tips that keep your account, whether it's Fiverr or from being banned. And then there are community managers on the Slack community to tackle all your questions through concerns promptly. As soon as the questions drop, one of the team members will get in and resolve the questions pronto. And at the end of the day, there's a certificate of completion when you have proved to us that you have completed the classes. When we check at the back end and we see that you've watched all the videos and you're good to go, we'll give you a certificate of completion. Okay, so that's that. These are some of the videos here. I don't want to go into that for time. So let me just go back up here. So what I want to discuss here is this page. So I'm about to do something right now, which is give you an offer that is better than the offer you're looking at right now. So I'm going to tell you how you're going to do it. So first of all, let me get to the chat box. So this is where we are going to start. So I've taken time now to introduce you to freelancing. I've shared some nuggets with you. And now it's time to decision. You want to go with us? You want to go with Zoom versus Cube on this journey? The journey is going to be tough. Somebody said, who needs a certificate when you have got skills? Tough, but we'll still give you. Somebody somewhere may say, do you have a certificate to back up this skill? Then you can offer it. But in the freelancing space, certificate is not important. But you never know. Somebody might just, can I see certificate to back up this skill? Then you have something to show, right? That's from Ibrahim. So it's still good to have it, and we have made it available.
But Richmond, can you hear me? Sorry guys, he's experiencing a little bit of technical issues. He'll soon join us shortly. So like I said earlier before, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box and we're going to respond to them. Okay?
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Sorry about this network issue. I'm using 3 networks here and still well. But can you guys hear me now? I think I'm
Yes,
back.
we can hear you now.
And then can you see my screen, by the way? Just want to be sure.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Anyone to confirm?
We can see your screen.
Awesome, awesome. So now we're going to do something. I'm looking at the chat section now. So we're going to do something really quick so that we can get this stuff started. So now there are, I had that. Thank you. So now we have a lot of people on YouTube. We have a lot of people on Zoom and a lot of people that will be watching the replay. So now we're going to do something. Now listen very carefully to this instruction because you're about to make a decision now. If from what we have shared tonight, you feel that you want to continue this journey with us, you want to join this bootcamp, you want to be a part of what we are doing, you want us to hold you by the hand, can somebody just type yes, I can hear you on Zoom so that I know you guys can still hear me? Can I get a yes? I can hear you. Can I get a yes? Can you guys hear me? Yes. Want to hear yes? People are still typing their name and numbers. I want to be sure that you guys can hear me. Can somebody type yes on Zoom so that I know you can hear me? Okay, so no matter what happens today, we're going to do this. Even if we have 300 village people, we'll do this. Let me try to share back. Where were we? Okay, so if you guys can hear me, which I assume you can, I need somebody to just type in the type box, the chat box. Okay, people are still dropping their names. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure people are, so that I can continue, so that I know I'm not speaking to myself. Okay, Ido is saying we can hear you. Oh, thank God you can hear me. Awesome. So keep dropping your names and numbers. And then what we are going to do is this. The price was 100,000, and then we brought it down to 50,000, 2,000 is for that. And then the Zuri guys, it's a partnership between both brands. So we spoke at length before, we came to a figure. So I want to give a discount, even on this 50K, a discount that is probably unbelievable, for everything you're going to learn and more, all right? So, and to access this discount, please follow step by step. For everybody who has put that they are interested, oh, sorry, not this. For those who are signifying, the names are still dropping, so many names as it. For those who have signified, and we are going to check we're going to check every name against, this list that we are saying. So only put the number if you're interested, your name and number. So as the names are still going, we're going to capture them. But for now, I want you to look at the screen, if you can see my screen. Please, I need a confirmation. Can you see my screen? Because I want to demonstrate something now. Can I get a yes? Wow,
we
so many
can
names.
See your screen.
Yeah, thank you. So many names. So if you can see my screen, once you come to this place, okay, first of all, Chikire and Ande and everybody on the team, please put the, Put the website link and even this product page link on the chat box, both for YouTube and for Zoom. That's step one. So now, when you receive these links, guys, all you need to do is, if you receive the website link, just go to anywhere that says register now or subscribe now or join now on the website. It will bring you to this page. When you get to this page, all I want you to do, listen very carefully. You come here. So those that are writing their name, maybe you can pause for now so that you can see this part. You see so many names. Okay. So you come to this place, you click, can you see it? Once you come to, okay, let me take this off. So once you get here, you see that this is fcube.seller.co/. So the link, has it been dropped? I want a confirmation from Chikire. Is the link there now for them? You can just drop the product link direct and later drop the ski to hired link so they can check. But if they get here, they should be seeing this page like this. Has the link been dropped? I need to be sure, so that I can explain the next set of instructions. Has the link been dropped? On it. Okay, so while you're working on it, guys, get ready for when the link comes. But this is what I want you to do. For those who have saying they are interested only, you come to this buy now here, you click buy now. So when you click buy now, you can see the checkout page. So let me do it again. Let me do it again so once you get to this product page, just come to buy now and click buy now. Once you click buy now, it will put this program, the bootcamp, at 5250. It will say 5250. Then follow the instructions carefully, because most people, they miss how to get the discount. So when you click checkout, look at what it shows. So look at my name, look at my email. Then if we ask you, got a coupon code, click here. So now, let me even delete it. So you put your name here. You put listen very carefully for everyone who are dropping their names and phone numbers. You put your name here. You put your email here. then look for this place. It's very tiny because they don't want you to see. That says, got a coupon code, click here. So you now click here. Are you seeing? It's showing the code. So the code, the winning code for tonight is Zuri, because everybody on this call is from Zuri, but you have to use all capital letter. So look at my screen, Z, U, R, I. This is the code for tonight. So just put Zuri as the code and click apply. Guess what? You're going to get 20,000 off. You're getting 60% discount. And instead of paying 52,050, you're going to be paying 31,230. So for as many that have shown interest tonight, for as many who stayed till this period for this is our best way of appreciating you. For all the months we've been planning this, and for those who are going to watch the replay as well, we don't know how long, because this Zuri coupon code will stop working at some point, and we're not going to reveal to you the number we are looking for. So behind the scenes, we have a number of registrants, and then the code will stop working. But even if you are watching this as a replay, just try the code. If the code goes, that means the number is not filled up. If it doesn't go, just pay the number 52,050. 52,050 is still a major discount. Recall that we brought it from 100,000 to 52,50. For learning graphics design, learning social media management, learning copywriting, having access to all the full team that will keep supporting you till you succeed, I think even 52,050 is a worthy investment. Think of all the things you can do with 52 or 50,000 right now. And now, for those who are going to take fast action, we are even giving you this at 30K. So, and the magic code is Zuri. Just put capital Z, make sure it's all capital letter. Capital Z, capital U, capital R, and capital I. When you apply, you see 31,000, whatever. So, and then all you do is click pay now. You click pay now. For those who maybe they are trying card and card is not working, if you look below this pay now, there's want to pay via bank transfer, click to see below. If you want to send the money directly to an account number that will be given to you, it will be auto-generated by seller, not by us. It's not our account, it's an account of seller. Seller will generate the account. Maybe I think it's a Wema Bank account. When you send the money to that Wema Bank account, you'll be automatically redirected to the paid Slack group. And once you enter that Slack group page, that's all. Anything, any support, any help you need, we are here to support and help you. So I hope this is very clear. Let me take it quickly one more time, and then we'll go to the questions and answers. Okay, so the links now, are they going out? I want Chikere to confirm. Are the links now on YouTube chat and some chats?
Okay, sorry.
Drop the direct product link and keep dropping it, because some people might miss it. So just keep dropping it at intervals for them so that they don't miss it. So I'm just going to run through it one more time. The direct link will bring you here. You click buy now. You put your name. You put your email. Okay, let me take this part out. I think this one is doing it automatically because it's my page. You put your name and surname here. You put your email here. Then you will now see this got a coupon code. Then you click here. Okay. So you say you got a coupon code. Okay, sorry, I think. So you put the coupon code, which we told you is capital ZURI. And once you click apply, you will no longer be paying 50K, but 31,000. And once you pay the 31,000, all you need to do is click pay now, and then it will redirect you. Once the payment has been confirmed is successful, you'll be redirected immediately to the Slack paid group, where further instructions will be given only to paid students. And then if you're trying your card and you're having difficulty, just come a bit under here, and it will say want to pay via bank transfer. If you click it and follow the instructions, it will generate a bank account number for you. Once you pay through that bank account, you will also be redirected into, but I think this bank transfer is only for people in Nigeria. If you are anywhere outside Nigeria, it's better use this link because it accepts payments even in dollars and other multiple currencies. But if you're in Nigeria and you want to do bank transfer, just come below this pay now, use this option and pay. And for the sake of the people, because over 5,000 people showed interest in this webinar, and we have just 10% on this live call. So which means that the 4,500 people who share this replay to them. And if you are watching this as a replay, just follow this same step. If you use Zuri, revoked the code, or the total number of people we are looking for, we have gotten it, and then the price goes back to 50,000. Without further ado, I think it's time for us to now. Okay, let me see if there's anything on the slide that still needs to be touched. So please, it's a good time for you to make your payments, and then for you to also keep typing your questions as we go. Okay, this is bringing me to the beginning. Let me go to the end. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, so these are all the stuff we have covered so far. More like a recap. Okay, so we refer to the product page. So how to join the bootcamp? I've already showed you how to join the bootcamp. Use the link in the description or in the chat box. That's the link also. Get to there, do your buy now, connect, do what you have to do, and register. So that's that for this part. So what is next here? Okay, refer to product page. I've already demonstrated this. So there are extras for you. There are extras. There are things we still want to give you as an extra. Now, Zuri has promised. Zuri has, no, not Zuri. Zuri is still coming. So Ski to Hire is saying that if we get a minimum of 100 signups on this call, or even maybe the next 48 hours from now, if we get a minimum of 100 signups either on this call or 48 hours from now, which is Monday, by midnight, we will bring a client acquisition expert to teach you guys how to position and monetize your e-skills or digital skills across social media platforms. So I have this contact. His name is Coach Ayo, and he has mastered the art. He's not even on Fiverr and Upwork. He gets his gigs from social media platforms like Facebook, like LinkedIn, like Instagram. He gets gigs consistently. So, and he has a hack, so to speak, and we've been trying to bring him on, but his price has been very high. So maybe from the payments you make, we might be able to afford bringing him on to come and teach you how you can still monetize your skill, apart from Fiverr and Upwork, how you can still monetize this same skill on Instagram, on Facebook, on on LinkedIn and all that. So if we get 100 signups, there are 500 people here. So 100 signups is just 20%. If 20% of you take this offer between now and 48 hours from now, we will be able to bring him in, because he's not charging us cheap. We're going to be able to bring you in as an extra so that I can teach you how you can even monetize also on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So that's a promise we're making to you. Another promise is, another extra from this webinar is, in case you're looking for extra ways to monetize apart from Fiverr, Upwork, or smaller groups in your community. Now, if you go through the bootcamp and you go through it very, I don't know how to put it now. If you go through it very intentionally, not that you're just breezing through. If you go through it very intentionally, you can form your own notes, form your own slides, form your own materials. We are not saying you should take the stuff from our own, but you can form your own from what you learn, and you can teach it to other communities. So if you are picking this opportunity at 30,000 and you do this program even at 2,000 for people who want to learn it, who might not be able to afford 30K, by the time you do it to 20 people or 30 people, you've gotten the price back. But not even about getting your money back, but you're also impacting. We want you to take these skills to more people so that we can just focus on helping them monetize if you can teach them. So an extra way to respond to this bootcamp is the skills you learn. If you get very good at graphic design after this bootcamp, or you get very good at copywriting after this bootcamp, or you get very good at social media management after this bootcamp, you can teach a small community. Gather people in your church, in your mosque, in your community, in your group, in your village. Make sure you give them so much value. Don't just teach them, teach them really well that they will know that the 2,000 or 5,000 they're paying, they're getting real value for it. That's an extra way for you to apply yourself to this. Then you can apply for paid internships online. I don't want to go into that this evening because of time, but there are many opportunities for you to apply. I just hired a social media manager last month, and because if you go to my social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter, apart from LinkedIn, the thing is really funny. I don't have many content there because I've just been busy trying to focus on my freelance craft. But now my coach has advised me that I need to get a good presence on social media. So I hired somebody last month to help me start creating content. So as from September, I will start dropping content 3 times a week on all my social media accounts. So those are opportunities. If this lady I hired does not have the skill, no matter how she begs me, I won't be able to hire her. I'm not the type of person, I don't dash people money. I feel that money should be respected. Money should be an exchange for value, not I dash you or I'm doing 100,000 giveaway. I'm not saying giveaways are bad, but a better way to apply money or respect money is for as an exchange to value. So you can apply for paid internships as an extra. Then Zuri has made a promise here. They said Zuri has promised to retweet your vetted service to a 100K audience who might be looking to hire. So let me explain this now very clearly. The word vetted is very key. Don't just come and say, you promised to retweet and you are not good at your craft. So whatever you do, this things to go. Okay, whatever service you're offering, whether social media management, product design, UI, UX, Zuri team might have to check your portfolio and be sure that the things they want to retweet is something you can really do. So don't say we made a promise or Zuri made a promise. Zuri will still vet your service. They will still check your portfolio to be sure that they are putting their brand name on top of something that is worth sending. So if they vet your service, the service you offer after the bootcamp, and they look at your portfolio and they see that, yes, they can put their brand name behind your portfolio, they have promised to retweet your service, they have a 100K audience between Instagram and Twitter, that they can send your service to. You never know who might reply and say, yeah, we need to hire this person. And eventually they can reach out to you, show them their your portfolio, and you get hired. So as much as we are promoting getting paid in dollars, there are several local employers who are looking to hire. So you can start from there. You can combine it with earning dollars. So this is the promise from Zuri as well. Only for paid students, please, not for people watching the webinar. So then I have a gift for you this evening as well. Now, I wrote a book. After I became very successful, I feel that I wanted to leave a legacy. I wanted to what's the word? Borrow me English. I wanted to chronicle or put together my journey as a freelancer from the days when I was suffering, from the days where my skills was worth nothing, from the days where my mother-in-law heard I was a writer when I wanted to marry my wife now. She was my fiancée then, and they thought that writing is not a serious craft. And by the grace of God, I've been able to make millions, multiple millions as a writer. I put so many nuggets there. I wrote it. Now I'm so busy. Then I had time. I put a lot in the copy of the book. It's called The Greener Pastures Movement, Work from Home, Earning Dollars. As many you can see my screen. This is it. So now I'm going to be giving you the e-copy because you joined, even if you're not signing up for this bootcamp, because you stayed to this end. We are giving everybody in this meeting free of charge. So, and that is the link there. So I don't know, Chikere, are you able to drop the links? And then the rest of the team, can you drop the link both on Zoom and YouTube? So once you click, the link is bit.ly/Greener Pastures Movement. Once you click it, you'll be able to download the book. My students that have read the book, or people who have attended webinars like this, that read the book, some of them are moved to tears when they see what we've been able to achieve, if you know what I'm saying. So now, those are all the stuff that are available to you. I want to be sure that you guys can see. Is somebody dropping the link? This is very important. Okay, thank you, Susan. I want to be sure that I'm not just giving gifts that are not getting where they're supposed to get. Thank you. So, and I'm YouTube chat. So this book is worth 5,000. I sell it for 5,000, but this is my little gift to you guys. If you read, some of you, when you read this book, you will see that maybe some of you are at the stage I was when I wrote. When I wrote the book, I was already successful to a level. So you read some of the stories, like the struggles I had trying to get married. I didn't have money. my in-laws were asking me, what do you do for a living? I was telling them I'm a writer, and they were not buying it. And it took me 7 years, if I'm not mistaken, 7 years, for me to be able to marry my wife. So all of that and some, I think I had a Ghana engagement worth millions. I lost out of that project. Those are just things that you should read, that today that it looks like, oh, this guy is just talking tough, talking big. I have my trenches story. I have my trenches. I've been in the trenches, man. So I have my trenches story, and it will inspire somebody. People who read the book come back to testify to say, wow, I read your book and I'm super inspired. That's my gift to you. That's my gift to the world. That's my gift to as many people I have an opportunity to speak to in a session like this. So the links have been dropped. Download it. Make sure you read it from cover to cover and be blessed. So next again is free sign up to my paid news. I told him I started on my social media. Social media manager told me once I'm working on my social media accounts, I should start a newsletter. I'll be drawing freelance. Maybe I do something. I got a job. I post it to you guys. And then, so when the time comes for paid students, or maybe even for people who join this webinar, we have your emails and details. We'll probably send you a mail, tell you to join the newsletter so that I can keep giving you helpful